Hey everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to curl your hair only using a flat iron. So the only thing that I used on my hair today to get these curls was a flat iron, and it's actually really easy to do. So I realized because not everyone has a curling iron and we're all kind of stuck at home right now, that this would be the perfect time to do this tutorial because most people do have a flat iron. The iron that I'm using is the Chi Lava, and really any iron that you have at home should do as long as the plates are about 1 inch wide. If you have plates that are wider than 1 inch, it's just going to give you a looser curl. If you have long hair, you might not really mind that, but if you have medium length to shorter hair, an iron with a bigger plate than this is probably not going to curl your hair much at all, so I definitely would recommend an iron this size. And all that we're going to need today are obviously the flat iron. We're also going to use a sectioning clip, and then before you get started using the heat on your hair, I would just spray a heat protectant.
Now I'm sectioning off my hair. I'm going to pick up my first section and I'll quickly run over it with the flat iron just to heat that section up. I am going to place my flat iron at the top of that section and give it half of a twist. That is all that you have to do, and now you just slowly move it down that section of hair until you get down to the bottom. When you get down to the bottom, just release it and you have your first curl. You'll see when I place my iron on my hair right now, you can see the words Chi Lava. I'm only giving that iron half of a twist so you don't see the words anymore. That's perfect. That's all you want to do this entire time when you're curling your hair with your iron is give it half of a twist, and then you will have a perfect curl.
As we wait for the smoke to clear.
And if you are going for a beachier look and you want your ends to be straighter, then you would not run your iron down the entire section of hair. You would release it before the heat even touches your ends. The size section that you pick up to curl is important because you want to make sure that you're not grabbing too much hair, because if you do, then it's not going to be touching the plate of your flat iron and it won't curl the hair. So I would say the sections I'm picking up are about 2 inches, and that is perfect. If you wanted to have a smaller, tighter curl, then you could pick up a smaller section. So you might have noticed that I'm curling all of my curls going away from my face. You do not have to do it that way. That's just my preference. But if you wanted to curl like every other curl, you could do one curl going away from your face, the next curl going towards your face, and that will actually give you a little bit more volume if you do that, and it will look a little bit more natural. If you're going for a beachier look and you're leaving some of your ends out, I definitely would do every other curl going in the opposite direction. So I would do one going away from your face and then the next curl going towards your face, because when it's more random, it will appear beachier looking. So as I'm continuing to curl, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the temperature that your iron should be set to. A lot of irons will always preset to 350 degrees when you turn them on automatically, no matter what, no matter how many times you adjust it, it will always set to that. So you just have to remember to change it before you start to either flat iron or curl your hair. If you touch your iron to your hair and it starts to smoke, then the iron is too hot. If you think about it, you can cook chicken at 350 degrees, so that is pretty high to be curling or straightening your hair with an iron that's that hot. I set mine to 310 degrees and I use a heat protectant on my hair. So anyways, using heat on your hair isn't the best for it. If you're using it every day and using it excessively, then it's worse, especially if you already have color or highlights in your hair. So I would recommend trying to lower the setting. If you're used to using it at a higher setting, I think you'd be surprised when you do lower it that your hair will still curl or straighten just as great as it does when it's at a higher setting, but you will have less damage done to your hair.
Through the cold and darkest day, the summer's calling.
I'm just finishing up curling the rest of my head, and then I'm gonna go back to my front sections and I'm just gonna smooth them out a little bit. My hair holds curl really well, and I know that these curls are not going to fall throughout the day, so I'm just gonna loosen everything up a little bit with the flat iron. So in the front especially, I'm gonna make sure that I smooth those sections out, and then I'm just running my fingers through my hair to loosen it up as much as I can without using heat. But I am grabbing my flat iron and I'm gonna grab a couple of sections and just gently and quickly run over them just to loosen up the curls a little bit more. To finish this look, I'm using a very small amount of my ALTERNA Caviar Anti-Frizz Nourishing oil, and this oil is great to use on either wet or dry hair. Today I only used it on my dry hair, and I'm just running it through my ends. It's going to add some shine and moisture to my hair.
Touch the stars.
So our look is complete. If you found this tutorial to be helpful, then please give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to see more looks like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel.